name is Neil Sutherland. I've obviously been born in Scotland. I'm 80 years old. I've been fishing for, I would guess, 73 years. I think the first time I wet a fly, I would be 7 years old. I think we should say that my motive today in fishing is to pass on the information that somewhat or other I've acquired over 73 years. I don't believe in this mystery lake, mystery stream. No, let's get the information out there. Someday you won't be able to use it yourself.
Name's Terry Dick, and 66 years old. I've been fly fishing for 32, 34 years, something like that. Was an ex-spin caster, and gave it up for the real sport. Just became a passion, I guess.
My name is Rob Hinchliffe. I'm 51 years old. I've been fly fishing for over 35 years now. As you can see, it's mid-October here right now. Pretty much winter's starting to set in. There's still a couple of weeks left in the trout season out here in the foothills, but I think things are set to wrap up here pretty quick. There's not much left in the season.
Why I fly fish and the way I fly fish has changed a lot over the years. When I was younger, first got into it, it was roar up the stream and just pound everything, and if you didn't catch anything in 3 or 4 casts, then move on to the next one, and the whole object was to catch as many fish in a day as you possibly could.
You know, in the early days, it was all about catching fish. We'd get up early in the morning and we'd fish from sunup to sundown some days, and it would be all about covering as much water as we could and catching as many fish as we could. And sometimes we'd fish, 10, 15 kilometers of river in a day. We'd push it as hard as we could, and is rush to get to the next pool, see if there's any fish willing to bite, and if not, we'd rush off to the next pool, and that's the way our day went.
And slowly over the years I've evolved to, I can spend 2 hours at a pool. I've changed. I've become a much more patient fisherman, and I find that getting that one that you worked really hard for, I find that much more satisfying now.
Nowadays I'm a little bit more relaxed, and the fishing's important, catching fish is important, but it's more about just being out here and the solitude and enjoying the day. On a difficult day, if I catch one fish and I know it's been a really tough day of fishing, I'm pretty happy with that. And if I happen to hit a day where I'm catching 20, 30, 40 fish, that's fine too, but I'm less focused on how many fish I catch, and I guess more focused on the experience.
I just enjoy being here, and the fishing, the fact that it's such wonderful fishing, that's just a bonus.
Oh yeah, I've hiked 2 hours to a lake, and that, even in those fit days, was a challenge. If the hills are severe.
Well, when you're younger, you're invincible, and you're never going to get old enough to have to quit fly fishing. We used to backpack up into some of those remote areas, and I just think that some of those trips that we made, they'd kill me now. There's no way, and I'm in pretty good shape for my age, but I'd never be able to do them now.
I know in recent years I've been giving it a little bit more thought every now and then. If I get into a spot that maybe was particularly challenging to get to, and yeah, I'm getting to the age now where when I'm leaving those spots, I think about that. I think about, I'm probably not going to come back to this spot again. This is going to be my last time fishing this exact spot. So
the thoughts along, this is the last time I'm going to fish this lake or this stream, that's certainly more prevalent now in my head than it was, say, 50 years ago, because obviously my fitness level is starting to influence where I can go what I can do.
You know, at 66, you can sit there and start counting and saying, well, you know, if I really look after myself and I work out regularly, maybe I can stretch this out for this many years, but you know there's going to hit a point where you're not going to be able to do it anymore.
Yeah, it's something I think about every now and then. You know, when you're younger, you can't see yourself not fly fishing. I can't see myself not fly fishing. I love to fly fish, so I enjoy it, and it's something I want to continue to do well into my old age. But obviously, as you get older, you know, your health might start to fail, and you may find yourself in a position where you can't get out to the places that you want to get out to. And I think you adapt if you need to. You go to different places that are easier to access, but I'll always be fly fishing, I think. Hopefully, as long as your health holds up, you just keep fly fishing until the very end. I don't think there's any point in worrying about it or dwelling on it, but yeah, I guess there will come a time when you can't fly fish anymore, and hopefully that's when you're dead and in the ground.
As long as my legs still work and my right arm can cast the line, no, I will fly fish.